So here it is, F1 2018 has finally landed. First few things to talk about. Today, as I'm recording this, is Thursday the 21st. I've got the game a day early. Unfortunately, I've recently moved to a new flat and I have no internet until possibly the 4th of September unless I can get something sorted before. So you very well may be watching this now on the 4th or 5th of September, which is okay because it means that I can basically go through the career mode for the first 2 weeks and then do like sort of multiple uploads within the next week, maybe 2 or 3 episodes a day, just to catch up to where I am at the moment. So if this is coming out sort of at the beginning of September, I haven't got the game then. I actually got it, you know, a day before official release. So but there we go, such is life. So it's a bit disappointing that I can't live stream or put some episodes up as soon as the game comes out, but there we go, such is life. What can you do? But here we are then, F1 2018, all very nice intro as well, with the official theme music from Formula 1, which I believe is on the game, and it will be, I think, possibly as well when the grid is forming before each race. I think that's what happens. I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of the videos that certain people who I won't name have been putting on YouTube in the last couple of weeks, because I want to sort of get used to the game and work it out for myself, from my own perspective. You know, I don't want to go into this thinking, oh, I know this will happen, I know that will happen, and whatever. I want to experience it myself. Also as well, because I have no internet, it's version 1.00. I think 1.03 is already available as a patch or an update for the game. So some people who have already got the game on the first day will already have, you know, some of the bugs fixed already. I won't. This is literally going to be offline career mode until I can get online, and then obviously all the updates will come in. So if there are any glitches or known bugs on release, I'm going to have to kind of put up with it for a couple of weeks. So hopefully it won't destroy the career mode and I can actually enjoy this for what it is. So then, career mode, we've got other options on here as well. Grand Prix, multiplayer, which obviously I can't do, time trial, the championships as well. Probably a few other things maybe on there once I get more updates, I'm not too sure. But of course we'll go into the career mode. So then, the team selection, I've already done all my details, my number, my helmet, my name, all that stuff. So the career mode is apparently now more immersive, and there's a lot more to do. So these are all the teams, obviously, Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Red Bull, Renault, and then we have Haas, McLaren, Sahara Force India, Toro Rosso, Sauber, or Alfa Romeo Sauber, and then the Williams team. You can see on the right hand side the teams where they are in the pecking order at the moment. Sauber are not last, they're pretty much just ahead of Williams a little bit. And then we have Toro Rosso, Force India, McLaren up in the middle, Haas obviously quite good, Renault the fourth best team, and then we've got Red Bull and Mercedes and Ferrari at the top. Ferrari and Mercedes look very close together, Red Bull quite a bit behind, and we've got Renault, Haas and McLaren very close together. Then there's a drop back again to Force India, who are just ahead of Toro Rosso, who are just ahead of Sauber and Williams. So the last 2 years, 2016 and 2017, I've done the career mode for Sauber. 2016 I only did half a year. 2017 I actually completed the 4th year. I just did the rest of season 4 off camera just to complete it, but I managed to do 4.5 uploaded. So I'm kind of torn what to do this season. I wanted to look at McLaren, but they are sort of in the middle already, so Toro Rosso may very well be a good team to go for. I do want to go Sauber because the livery is quite nice. They are the second worst team, and my teammate would be Charles Leclerc. But I know there's quite a lot of people out there that are going to do a Sauber career mode. Not many people are going to do Williams, and I am tempted. The team is crap, and it'd be nice to bring Williams back to the glory days, but I don't particularly want Sorokin or Stroll as my teammate, and their livery is quite boring. Toro Rosso, brilliant livery, probably the best one on the grid in my eyes. And I'd probably have Gasly as my teammate, to be honest, and they are just ahead of Sauber. So it is a difficult one to call, really. Be consistent is the team expectation. Score regular points of Sauber. Control the midfield of Toro Rosso. Push for podium to Force India. Fight and win with McLaren. Jesus. Lots of points with Haas. Renault will be develop and compete at the front, lead the field, fight for the championship. So yeah, so be consistent and score regular points with the Sauber team, or we can try to control the midfield with Toro Rosso. I am, well, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to stick with Sauber. I stick with what I know. So we're going to go with Sauber. Teammate is going to be Charles Leclerc, and then we'll start the career. So then, let's have a look. This is the weekend structure. Qualifying will be full qualifying, formation lap. Yeah, we'll have it on. Race distance 50%. AI driver level. Right then, so we're not going to have it on easy. It's probably up to 110 as usual. Will be ultimate. So we'll probably go. Should I go 100 legends or 101 ultimate? We'll go 101 ultimate, I think. So then, there we go then. Weekend tyre allocation, balanced harder or softer. We'll keep it balanced. Or what's the mandatory tyre? It doesn't matter what the mandatory tyre is. Okay, race setting, flashbacks off. Park firmé rules, we'll have them off. Vehicle damage simulation, of course. Safety car will be on. Rules and flags will be on. Corner cutting regular. Race starts will be manual. On to the assists then. So then, we always go to custom. Braking assist is off, anti-lock brakes is off, traction control is medium, dynamic racing line off, gearbox is always manual, pit assist off, pit release assist off, ERS mode will be manual. That's something new. ERS mode is the engine recovery system. Every time you brake, come off the throttle, a little bit of the wasted power is recovered, and then it can be deployed as a sort of an old school curse system. And I've got to try and work out what buttons that will be for me to use. So I have it on manual because I want to sort of play with that myself. So there we go then. So all the assists are off apart from medium traction control. So very similar to 2017. Flashbacks off, park firming rules off because I want to be able to change setup if I want to. Vehicle damage simulation, of course. Safety car back on. Hopefully it works. Corner cutting on regular. Race starts manual. Weekend structure then. Full practice. 2 45-minute sessions and then a 30-minute session. Then a full qualifying session. Formation lap on. 50% race distance. 101 ultimate. So there we go. That is everything all set up, and here we go then. So then we're off to FP1 Australia, and the first couple of episodes are going to be very much a lot of cutscenes. I'll be showing a lot of the practice, a lot of time out on track as well. Pretty much what I did 2017. So the first probably 2 or 3 episodes is going to take place over the first weekend, and then obviously it will be trimmed down for the next weekends after that. So here we go. We've got a nice little intro cutscene. Just looking over the start line at Australia. Some cool music in the background as well. Here's the paddock then. So we come back into the paddock. This is something that's been missing. And here we go.
Anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season.
Okay.
So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview.
Right, okay, so this is my PA, and that's a journalist as well. Hopefully you can hear what they're saying in the background. If not, it's just going to be a bit of silence with people talking.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media, so be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Right, so I've got to go catch up with Carl, who's in the data center. Yeah, so hopefully you can hear what they were saying in the background, otherwise it's just a bit of silence with people's mouths moving.
Welcome to the data center.
Oh, here we go.
You've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tyre wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to
Was that a Skype call?
feedback about areas of the car that are lacking, and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
Oh, I'm going to try and make myself look good. Of course I am. Right then, okay, so that bit there is done. So, oh, let's show us a look. Hey mate, hi, hello.
Welcome to a new team.
Alright, just ignore me.
Sauber is the kind of team that other privateers aspire to be. No matter the challenges they face, they rise to the occasion and make it out the other side. They need someone who can be consistent, resilient, and determined.
I can be consistent, resilient, and determined.
You can give them those qualities.
Because Sauber, of course, is a privateer team, just like Williams. So then, we'll have a look around. Everyone is working, so this is like the new data centre, if you like. There's Charles Leclerc. Hey, dude. Still ignoring me. What the fuck? Right, okay. And there's people over there tapping away and other things as well. And yep, Okay, very nice. Right then, so workstation. So this looks so oh, we go. Yeah, we got practice one now. What other buttons we got? Advanced messages. Frederick Vasseur, welcome to the team. Between yourself and Charles, I'm sure we can have a fantastic season. My door's always open if you need anything. Emma, goals update. Here's a look at the details of your latest team goal. Try and work hard to complete it. Doing so reflects well on you and will help the team with their development resources. So the target, complete 1 clean race in the next 2 race weekends. And if I do that, I get an extra 400 resource points, so that's nice. So contract summary, minimum qualifying position 18th, minimum race position 18th. Driver status number 2, team goal easy, and the weekend preview. So let's have a look there. Anything here? No, not much really. So that's fine. So we'll go up here then into the driver profile. This is all very much different. I've got Emma talking up in the background.
On the other is information regarding how you're perceived throughout the paddock, your reputation with the team, and your overall value to them, which is a combination of these elements.
Okay, right. Okay, so my contract is here. Race bonus, upgrade speed, none of that. Sportsmanship and showmanship is in the middle. I'm a rookie, obviously. My contract value is nothing really at the moment, and my standing with the team is about a quarter of the way up, so that's fine. So the rivals, if I manage to potential respect 25, not too sure what that means, but basically Charles is my first teammate.
The rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
It's quite difficult actually talking about it when I've got Emma chatting in the background as well. So yeah, okay, so my first rival then is obviously my teammate. Driver details is obviously me as well. This is everything I've done, how many races I've done. Audio nickname Lewis. Yeah, okay, whatever. So this is the research and development. Excuse me. So it looks very similar to what it was last year, although of course a lot of this is blacked out, and it will be different for other teams as well. We haven't got the other one where it was a case of like complete pit stops or anything like that. So this is durability then, obviously. Some of it's obviously greyed out. We have to kind of develop the car more to see more what else can be done. So the more we do of this, the more becomes available. We've got 1,500 resource points already. Tempted to make things cheaper if we can. It's quite expensive, so we might just leave it for now. Powertrain as well. We'll have a look. Powertrain. Where are we on the powertrain? About halfway up because we have the Ferrari engine, so that's good. The chassis were the second worst, but we are quite ahead of Williams, so that's fine. And the aero's probably at the bottom. Yeah, aero's at the bottom as it usually is. So yeah, okay then, that's fine. We'll come back to this as and when we need to. And the vehicle management. Holy hell, yeah, this is different now. So expected lifespan 327 laps, but we only get 3 of the ICE. We only get 2 of the MGUKs, the energy stores, and the electronics. So we're probably going to need more as the weekend goes on, and more gearboxes. Only one gearbox. Practice gearbox, event gearbox. What's this? Practice gearbox is available for use in P1 and P2 sessions in order to limit the mileage on the event gearbox. A new practice gearbox can be fitted at any time without incurring a penalty. Right, so after FP2, we can change to the event gearbox. The event gearbox is required for use in FP3 qualifying and race sessions as per Article 23.5 of the sporting regulations. An event gearbox must be used in these sessions for 6 consecutive race weekends before being replaced. Fitting an additional event gearbox prior to fulfilling this requirement result in a grid drop penalty. Right, so we have a practice gearbox, which we can have a new one, I think, every race weekend, and we can use that for FP1 and FP2. And then we have the event gearbox, which we have to use in FP3 qualifying and a race. And if we change that before the 6 mandatory races are done, we receive a grid drop penalty. So that's all pretty standard. So then, nothing else to really look at, I don't think. I can't get up or walk around. So I think then we'll bugger off to FP1 and see how it goes. And here it is, we're in the garage, and as you can see there straight away, we've got the halo obviously on the car. That's now on 2018, which doesn't bother me too much. And here we are, this is it, we're in the garage, Australia. Nice beautiful sunshine outside. I think a Renault car just went past there to do his install lap. So then we'll have a look at this screen, see what's going on. Right, first thing we'll do then, it's Hulkenberg out on track. We'll have a look at the weather for the weekend. So FP1 is dry, FP2 dry, FP3 dry. Ooh, qualifying is wet. That'll be interesting. In 2017 career mode, we was always better in the wet than we were in the dry. Hopefully we can transition it over to F1 2018 as well. And the race is also dry, so that's okay. So practice programs, we've got a track acclimatisation, which is returned, the tyre management, the fuel management, ERS management, that's new. The ERS on this game is obviously the energy recovery system, and you can harvest it, deploy it, and you've got different modes depending on how much power you want, how much you want to save. So obviously we've got a practice program to do around that as well. Qualifying pace and the race strategy makes a return, plus 5 little mini objectives as well. Fast in sector 2 and sector 3 on the qualifying pace. Do a clean lap, beat the average speed trap, and set 3 consecutive fast laps. Vehicle management, this is obviously back from the VR game as well, telling us what tyres we've got, and obviously we've got the set of wets there as well that we need in qualifying. Go back there. Car setup, obviously it's a balanced. I will do a few little tweaks before I go out on circuit. Power unit, and obviously the gearbox as well. I've got to remember to change between these after the end of the practice sessions and all that. Active for P, unless it does it automatically, not too sure. What else we've got? We've got the timing screens. Now I am at the top, won't be there for too much longer. A live TV feed, we're on board with Grosjean at the moment, and then the session management, we can skip all the way to qualifying if we want to, but obviously we'll use the time well in the practice sessions to try and get used to everything. So I think the first thing we'll do then is we'll go out on track now, and we'll go out and do an install lap, just to have a little look around, see what the car looks like, the graphics as well, how the car handling, probably understeer like a dog. And there, just go through the menu buttons, see what is available, what's new, what's been taken out. So we're coming out now, and of course I'm going to be using a new camera angle, this one here, which I've already modified as well, so that's nice. Got to take my pit limiter button off, and here we go, coming out the pit lane for our install lap here for the first round of 2018. And yeah, the car feels bad. So then, just coming through here. You can see there down in the bottom there, obviously DRS is now active and deactive depending on what part of the circuit I'm in. There's 3 DRS zones this year. Oh, the understeer is bad. Right at the bottom there, you can see on the right hand side, you can see number 2. That means I'm in ERS mode 2. There's 1 to 5, 1 being low, 5 being the most powerful one. 100% on the battery, I'm not using anything. D is deployment. That will go empty when I start to put my foot on the throttle, and H is for harvesting, which will start to fill up when I brake heavily and lift off the throttle. As Jeff is chatting to me in the background. So here, this screen here, then nothing's different here. Obviously the fuel mix, the bias, the diff. You have the opportunity to tell the team to repair the wing damage if you want, and obviously at the bottom there, the ERS deploy. Like I said, low, medium, high, overtake, and hot lap, which is the fastest one that you can have. We'll just leave it on medium for now. So I have to change through them during the practice and the qualifying and the race sessions as well. You know, qualifying, it'll be a case of go out the pits, probably have it on ERS, sort of like medium, to try and build up as much as I can, then put it onto overtake or the highest one from a hot lap, then back down to medium and low to recover the energy for my next hot lap. So a lot will need to be done. You'll see me cycling through all these menu buttons constantly. So this one here, we've got the tyre wear one, and obviously the damage screen, everything in green. This one here shows brake temperature. It's quite low at the moment, so I'm not really on the brake. You've also got the inner and outer wall tyre temperatures, which is quite handy. This is obviously our wear rate on all the engine parts, and then obviously the last one is how much fuel we've got left and the fuel mix we've got in. So then, coming around the second to final corner, and we'll come into the pit lane now, and that is an install lap done. Very nice indeed. So there we go, we can come into the garage now, make a few changes to the setup, because even with that slow lap, we've got to dial at some of that understeer, and then crack on with some of the practice programs to get the resource points up. So then, back in the garage, tyre blankets are going on. We don't need to talk about this track. So then, track acclimatisation is usually the easiest one to do straight away, because it's just a case of going through the gates, and it's probably something that's quite helpful to do, but I do need to sort out the car setup. How do I do that? I'll go back onto here, don't I? And then I think I go to here, no, here, yep, here we are. Okay, right, so balance one, yeah, we'll have that one. Fuel, drop it down a little bit. Aero, 3.9 maybe? 3.9. Transmission, diff on, put it up to about 85. Yep, suspension, not too sure about that. Suspension here, ARBs, I'll drop down a little bit. Ride height, probably drop down a little bit as well. Brakes to 95, tyre pressures can go up, weight distribution, we'll keep that at 6 as well. I think everything else is okay, we'll keep it on the soft tyres.
I'll get these changes made.
Yep, you get them changes, mate, buddy. I'm going to do a track acclimatisation on the soft tyres, obviously, and we'll drive out the pits. So yeah, we'll do an out lap, get the tyres and everything up to speed, and then we'll get on with the track acclimatisation. Try to get that done as soon as possible if we can, and because it's probably the easiest one to do, really. You don't have to be particularly quick, you just have to be clean, and yeah, start to build a bit of confidence in the car. Brand new game, so yeah, looking forward to it already. Just show you what it looks like on this outlap with the halo. There it is. There is an option, I believe, on the game to take out the middle part, so you just have like the top of the ring going round. If I do decide to run in this camera mode for any period of time, I'll keep it like this. I like it quite realistic. But as you can see there, you can't really see the braking points as you come into the corner. Oh, just the apex a little bit. So yeah, this is what it looks like with the halo on. As you can see, it does take out a considerable amount of your vision. But I think we'll run with this one for now. 23 years I've been running with the this camera mode. Everyone that did watch the career mode for the last couple of years will remember that. But we're going to try something new here and run with this one. Of course, if I'm struggling with it after a few races, I'll probably go back to the tried and tested car chase. So we're just dialing up the car now to start the track acclimatisation. 2 corners to go. What's my DRS? It's on low. DRS? ERS. It's on low, but that's fine. We don't really need to play around with it too much. So then, at the final corner, I'm going to open the DRS, and then let's get this one done.
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Right, I'm getting a lot of understeer in sector 3. These slow to medium corners. And we sort of ballsed up sector 1, so this will probably be green, but I don't think it'll be purple. 430 I've got, I need 495, so I've got 2 more laps to try and get purple.
Bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Just don't balls it up and I should be able to get it. Oh, that was a balls up, wasn't it? Should be okay. Oh, I'm going to be 5 points short. Bugger. Right. Final lap.
Final lap. This is the final lap of the program.
Oh, clip the wall a little bit. Bottas style. I haven't been looking at our lap times compared to everyone else, just been focusing on getting these gates right. Just about hit that one. Yep, we've done it, we've gone purple.
Practice program over. That's all we need for now. Return to the garage pronto.
Not bad, so 3 lap, we needed all 3 laps then to get purple. And our best lap so far on the soft tyres are 127.8, which is put us ahead as Grosjean actually on the soft tyres, so that's quite helpful. So I'll complete the in-lap now, and then jump back into the pits. We've got what looks like a Red Bull possibly coming down here. No, McLaren. So there we go, we started the career with 1,500 resource points. We're already up to 1,618 that you can see in the top right hand corner. You get 100 points actually for, oh not all of them actually, but that one there you get 100 points. 50 for getting green, then another 50 for getting purple. The tyre management you can get a maximum of 80 in that, 40 for green, 40 for purple. Same for the fuel management, same for the ERS management, same for the quali pace and the race strategy. And obviously we've already had 15 from the team objectives, clean lap, top speed and consistent. So we'll have a look at the timing screens just to see where we are compared to everyone else. So there we are at the moment in 8th place. 3 laps completed on the soft tyres were 7 tenths quicker than Grosjean and over a full second quicker than our teammate, 27.8. So that's quite good actually really. We're only 3 tenths behind Alonso. No, where are we? We're 3 tenths behind Sainz and he's on the super soft tyres. And we're only 4 tenths slower, in fact just over 3 tenths slower than Alonso, who's on the soft tyres as well. So we've got good pace then it seems. Good pace, which is nice. Okay, so we'll go back to, we'll have a look at one of these now. So we could do the ERS one. It's nice and early in the session and we'll give this a go. Or super soft tyres they're recommending for that. Okay, no, that's fine. We can do some super soft stuff. We've got 6 sets of tyres to get through. Yeah, okay, we'll do the ERS one. This is new then. Yep, we'll start. And then obviously we'll drive out the pits again.
When you're ready, let's go.
I'm ready. You're ready. The world's ready. Let's do it. Yeah, so if I do the outlap, hopefully Jeff will come across the radio at some point to explain what the ERS test is all about, so I know what I'm letting myself in for before I start my flying lap. So I come back out the pits now. No one behind me. That's nice. Off the limiter. And down the pit lane again. So Jeff hasn't come across the radio, but I know probably that I'm gonna have to be fiddling around with the ERS on this lap, because I've obviously got to save ERS, but I've also got to beat a lap time. Yep, there we go. We've got the 3 bars up, and obviously we've got to remain in the green on the right hand side if we can as well. So I need to save and then use at the right time, and then obviously be quicker as well. So we're in the medium at the moment. And you see there the little white ticker there goes up and down depending if I'm accelerating or braking. Well, I'm going to need some more, so I'm going to bump it into low to sacrifice a bit of my lap time for now, and hopefully that green ticker moves up a bit more. I mean, I can bump it into sort of a medium or a high mix towards the end of the lap to reclaim the lap time, but obviously use up some of the power. So there's a lot going on here. I've got to obviously keep it clean, keep it fast, and I've got a delta time to hit, and I've got an ERS target to hit as well. You can see now it's starting to creep up because we're down the straights, we're not using any extra power, so it's going into the purple. I'm now a 10th down on my own time, so we'll bump it up into medium now just to give us a little bit more power. I'm going to have to go into high actually because I'm near the end of a lap and I'm still a 10th away. Don't run wide. Now we're into the green. 2 corners to go. We're starting to creep down a little bit though into the green. Right, so it's in the green. So we've done it in green at least. Now let's see if we can get it in the purple. Yeah, this is a much better lap. We're right at the top of the purple. And we're nearly a second up, actually. We're going to be into a low 27 here. Bang in, look at that. And we've jumped up to 9th place as well.
That last lap moves us into 9th.
That was a tidy little lap, that. So yeah, good start to the career mode life so far. Getting used to the car. Already up to 195 resource points. 15 minutes of the session left. After I've done the ERS there, I did a few more laps just to get a couple more resource points out of it. You can see they're obviously saving quite a lot of fuel in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Obviously it helped, and then we bumped it into, I think it was towards the end. But it was such a good lap anyway, I could have kept it in low and been fine. So yeah, pretty good so far. Another 80 resource points there. We've still got a few more to go though. We'll get a couple more hundred out of all this, so that's fine. Vehicle management, yeah, 12 laps left on them super soft tyres, and then 20 on those. We'll get rid of those soon. I won't go out again. I won't do any more time in FP1. Car setup feels okay for what I put on there. We're currently in 9th place then. Obviously, one of the runs we did in super soft tyres was good enough. 27.146. We're actually quicker than Hamilton, actually. Look at that. By 4 tenths, even though he's on the soft tyres. So we have good pace here, it seems. So that's quite good. We're only 3 tenths shy of Van Dorn in the McLaren. Magnussen was also up there as well. Where's my teammate? That's always a good benchmark. Where's he? He's on the soft tyres, 4.2 off the pace. So we are nearly 2 seconds quicker than him. Holy hell. Okay, that's fine. No worries there. So yeah, that'll be the end of FP1. I'll fast forward the time until we see the classification at the end and then see if there's been any changes. Yes, so there we go then. We've ended FP1 in 10th place, top 10. Hamilton did beat us in the end, but only by 6 thousandths of a second. But we were in a quicker tyre. Vettel, Raikkonen and Bottas top 3 then. Everyone on the softs or the supers. 27.146 for us. Teammate ended up on a 28.3, so 1.2 seconds slower than us on the same tyres as well, but he was ahead of Swatkin and Stroll. So yeah, good FP1 actually. We managed to smash 2 of our practice programs with a perfect score, the track acclimatisation and the new ERS management one. And so we'll go away now. There'll probably be a couple of cutscenes. I think I've got an interview after FP1, and we'll see what all that's about.
Bad luck out there today. What do you think went wrong?
Bad luck out there. Were you watching the right people?
You left a lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just misjudge some corners?
What? Oh, it's a time-pressured interview. This isn't the best track for this car. The car was sliding all over the place. This isn't the best track for the car. Your chassis department will notice that. Good or bad.
It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One.
It must be thrilled. Oh my god, this isn't the end of the journey, it's just the beginning. I'm thrilled, but it comes with a lot of pressure to the teams. Expect to correct myself and beyond anything experience. You're right, it's been hard again, but it doesn't stop now. We'll go for that one. Christ, you don't have long, do you, to read, especially when it's like multiple choice answer. If it's 1 or 2, it's easy.
Things at the team. Are you settling in?
They don't. It's a struggle to remember so many new names, but they're making me feel right at home. They're being in F1 longer than I have. There's so much to learn. You don't get into F1 being absolute best. They're making me feel right at home. There we go. We'll go for that one. No change there then.
What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more?
Sauber put a lot of faith in me, and I'm going to bring home the points for the team. 50 years from now, people will be telling their grandchildren I'll be on track with the best drivers as well. This is I'm going to find. Oh, correct that one. Oh, reputation increased with Sauber. That's nice. God, you don't get long, do you? Bloody hell! I think at some point when you get like 4 or maybe even 5 different answers, I'm just going to have to wing it. Go read one. If it seems alright, go for it. But there we go then. So FP2 coming up now, apparently. But yeah, multiple choice. It's a bit difficult, but there we go. Just got to wing it really. But yeah, the reputation of Sauber increased, and the chassis department noticed that. I don't know what that was. So then these are the resource points for FP1. 9 laps completed, so we get 9 points for that. Disciplinary record 10. I didn't do anything wrong. Session participation, 2 practice programs, team objectives. So nice, healthy 2-3. Reputation of current team. So it's gone up a bit with Sauber, as you can see there. Who else? Haas, Williams, and Red Bull seem to be the other highest ones as well. So that's okay. Sportsmanship and showmanship. Try saying that when you've had a few drinks still in the middle. And I think it's gone up a little bit from away from the rookie, as it will keep going as well. We've received invitations to new historic events. Right, okay. I don't know whether I need to participate or not, because as I said, when you look on where is it? It's this one here, the R&D tree. Usually we have the other ones, the ones that sort of fan out at an angle. But we haven't got them, so I'm not too sure if I need to do them. Oh, what's this? Chassis morale poor. That's changed. Oh, okay. So what I said. Oh, okay. So it's upset the chassis department. So the morale's poor with them. Has that made any difference? Oh, it has. Look at that. At the top right there. Morale modifier. Failure chance increased 2%. Upgrade prices increased 2%. Oh, because the morale was poor. So I've got to say something nice about them. So the price has gone up. Hold on, it's only 510. Even with a 2% increase. So it was 500 originally. 500 for... Oh, it's a minor upgrade. So minor upgrade to 500 on this game. I think last time it was 1,000? Or was it always... No, of course, it was 1,000. Because if I then did like a... Yeah, because in the 27 career mode, I made things cheaper by 40%, and then a minor upgrade cost 600. So it used to be... So a minor upgrade used to be 1,000, now it's 500. But the development time takes 2 weeks. Or did it always take 2 weeks? I can't remember. It's been a while. But there we go. So a minor upgrade only costs 500. Is that the same for the aero? Oh no, that's 1,000. Oh no, this is a major upgrade though. So these are minors. So yeah, and they're 500 as well. So a major upgrade takes 3 weeks and costs 1,000. But a minor takes 2 weeks and only costs 500. And I assume it's the same for the powertrain as well. Yeah, 2 weeks. And there's a major for 1,000. Okay, so everything's a lot cheaper. So I should be able to upgrade this car at a quicker rate. 20 things to upgrade on the powertrain, 26 on the aero, 25 on the chassis, which I think is roughly the same as what it was last season. Of course, the big problem is there are legit rule changes at the end of every season. So if I, let's say, massively upgrade the chassis department, like max it all out this season, then they come saying, yeah, the floor plan has changed. I might lose half of the upgrades, which might put me back a bit, or it's something that I have upgraded that's fine, and the thing that changes is something I haven't upgraded, so it makes no difference to us, but other teams around us get worse off because they lose that upgrade, so we jump above them. So that'll be something to discuss at the end of the season. Right, okay then, so I've had a bit of a boo-boo and upset the chassis department. Good start. Anything else to look at? Nope, not really. So we'll go ahead with FP2. We'll get this done, and that will probably be the end of the episode after FP2, and then episode 2 will be FP3, qualifying and the race, which will be quite a long episode, and then probably from the second race onwards we'll revert back to the old system in 2017, which was the first few minutes talking about the upgrades and how the practice sessions went, and then obviously a highlight package of both the qualifying and the race. But obviously there's a lot of information, a lot of stuff going on with this immersive career mode, and obviously I want to try and show as much as I can. So then we'll head off to FP2, and we'll do some more practice programs, get some more experience, try to go a bit quicker, and more importantly get some more resource points. Alright, so in the garage M, FP2. So what can we do? Got time management, fuel management, qualifying, pace, race strategy. Have a go at time management one, I think. Yeah. Oh god, got to do 5 laps of that. Right, okay, tyre management, so we'll get back on the go then. We'll do flying lap, we know what this is all about. So then, tyre management, this one is another one that's made a return from 2016 and 2017. Essentially, just look after the tyres. Try and keep it in the green, aim for the purple. Best one is usually when you're turning. Try and stop tyres from, yeah, having too much wear in them, best way to describe it. And we've gone straight on at turn 3, so that's a good start. And we've done it, first try. Look at that. Made all that up in the final corner actually, which is pretty good. So we can come straight back in the pits now then really, and get another test done. So yeah, made all that up in the final 2 corners really. I think I came out the second to last corner about 2 tenths down, and had a good exit, looked after the tyres, and then obviously I was running high on the ERS, and that got me the speed to get into the green. So the time management is now done as well. And what was that lap time like? Oh, slow. Yeah, it would have been. That's fine though. Right, another practice program. We've got the fuel management, the qualifying pace, and the race strategy. So I think we'll do the fuel management one now, and then we'll probably do the race strategy one. That will wrap up FP2. Then FP3, I'll probably just go out there on the ultra soft tyres. Do the qualifying pace, and then just circle around for as many laps as I can until I run out of fuel. So we'll do the fuel management one then. This is another one that makes a return. Pretty easy, really. Like the tyre management one, keep it in the green, try to get to the purple, make sure you beat the lap delta time. Yep, very good. Nice lap, actually. We're right at the top of the purple. We're nearly 8 tenths up as well. Very good. And we moved up into 5th place as well in a fuel saving program. So yeah, good. Up to 5th place, and another practice program smashed out first time. So we'll go back to the garage. We'll change probably onto a set of ultra soft tyres, and to be honest with you, I might very well get the qualifying practice one out of the way as well. So this one is pretty simple. Go fast.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
So I'll have a delta time on the right hand side to try and beat ERS number 5 in the hot lap, which means it will drain my battery out very quickly. Fuel mix at rich mix as well, and it's all about just pure pace at this point. Oh, we've absolutely pinged it in the wall.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Holy hell, that was a massive crash. Wow, okay. Well, I'm not going to restart the session. I've done so much in it. Bloody hell, yeah, just came out of the right hand of it at 10. Just wheel on the grass, unsettled the car, and that was it. Good night. Holy hell, that car is going to need a full rebuild. That's a shame, because we were doing alright, but, you know, we're going to have problems like this at some point in the career mode. Nice to get it out of the way early. That brings FP2 to a premature end, which is a bit of a shame. So there we go. Now Hamilton, Raikkonen, Vettel, top 3. Charles Leclerc on the ultra soft tyres managed to get himself up into 11th place. We end the session in 14th, but we would have been a lot quicker than that on the ultra soft tyres. But still good pace on the super softs anyway. I mean, we're quicker than, you know, some guys on the ultra soft. So we've got good pace. Charles Leclerc as well seems to be okay. So yeah, unfortunately that is the session over.
Wow.
Oh, we got another question.
Things didn't really go your way today. Tell us what happened. Will your team have your reliability problems fixed by qualifying?
Of course, they're working incredibly hard at the moment. Of course they are. What reliability problems? I'm confused by that one.
Great. Well, that's everything.
One question, really? Christ, don't waste my time, love. So there we go. There is the practice program all done. 137 extra. Reputation with the current team, can't tell if that's actually gone up or not. Bit difficult to see. It's gone up a little bit on the older rookie ticket as well. So we'll have a look at the workstation. I don't know what reliability problems they're talking about. Yeah, a bit unsure of that one, but whatever. Everything seems to be okay. Right, gearbox. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's changed to the event gearbox, so it does it automatically. That's okay then. What's that one? Standings. Oh, okay. Don't need to worry about that. Yep, okay then, everything else seems pretty fine. We've got to go to FP3, so the episode will end here because obviously there's a lot going into the first one about the career mode. Then episode 2 will be practice 3, the qualifying and the race session. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and do come back for the second half of our first race weekend on the career mode very, very soon.